Hello students, you're welcome in SJEC e-classes. Please subscribe this channel. Students, we are going to discuss about physical and chemical changes in this chapter. The name of this chapter is also physical and chemical changes. At first, we will discuss about change. What is the means of change? Change, alter, and vary mean to make or become different. Change may be used for making such a difference in a thing that it becomes something else. They have changed a house into a restaurant. Change may also be used for substituting one thing for another. Then, what is the means of change or alter? Means conversion, difference. This is known as change. In Hindi, means of change is parivartan, means conversion. Okay. What is the means of parivartan or change? What is the means of change? The alter. Just like of change of season. So from winter to summer, summer to rainy season to again winter. This is known as change. Okay. Now we are going to discuss about change in matter. In matter, changes are of two types. These are physical changes and these are chemical changes. Physical changes. In a physical change, matter changes from form but not chemical identity. In a physical change, matter changes form, means from solid to liquid, liquid to solid, solid to gas, gas to liquid, liquid to solid. Means in a physical change, matter can change its form, but its chemical identity remains same. Just like of formula of ice is H2O, formula of liquid water is H2O, and formula of vapor or water vapor is also H2O. Means in physical change, state is changed up, but chemical composition remains constant or same. Then these type of changes are known as physical changes. Just like of melting of ice, chopping of wood, slicing of bread. Next one is chemical changes. In a chemical change, a chemical reaction occurs and new products occur. Means when a chemical change occurs, then initial substance convert into a new substance or change into a new substance. So chemical changes are also known as chemical reactions. Just like of burning of wood. When wood burns, it convert into water vapor and other gases just like of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and others. Rotting of banana, fireworks, these all are the chemical changes. In physical changes, only form is changed up, but chemical composition remains same. Means substance chemical identity remains same. But in chemical changes, a new substance is formed during the change. It is also known as chemical reaction. In a physical change, matter changes from form but not chemical identity, and in a chemical change, a chemical reaction occurs and new products are formed. Just like of in figure, you can see melting of ice, chopping of wood, shredding of paper, mixing grey and green marbles. In chemical changes, burning of wood, rotting of banana, mixing vinegar and baking soda, and fireworks. In this figure you can also see some examples just like of cookie crumbling, melting of ice, breaking of a pencil, tearing or ripening of paper, dissolving sugar in water, burning of wood and wood convert into ash, frying of egg, it is a chemical change. It means when egg fried, it never convert into its initial stage. When wood completely burns, it never return back into the wood. Baking a cake, it is also a chemical change because after baking, it never convert into its initial state. Lighting or burning a match, when you burn a matchstick, then its chemical composition is changed. A nail rusting, rusting of anything just like of iron, it never convert back into same composition. Okay, these are chemical changes. So in physical changes, no new substance is formed, but in a chemical change, a new substance is always made. Now, what are the indicators of chemical reaction? Just like of gas formation. When any chemical reaction occur, any gas is evolved. During a chemical reaction, energy is released or absorbed. During the chemical reaction, color changed up. Or during a chemical reaction, precipitates are formed. Now we are going to discuss about difference between physical and chemical change. What is physical change? Is a change in which no new substance is formed. Chemical change result in the formation of one or more new substance. First difference is change in physical properties like state. Chemical change, change in chemical properties means only physical properties change just like of color, state, density, etc. But during the chemical change, its chemical properties are completely changed out. Just like of rust and iron. The properties of iron and the properties of rust are completely different. The properties of ash and the properties of wood are completely different. Physical changes are always reversible. Physical changes are always reversible. Chemical changes are irreversible in nature. Means one time any substance convert into new substance, then it never reverse back. Composition of matter doesn't change in physical changes. Means composition remains same just like of water, ice and liquid state of water has same molecular formula just like of formula of solid ice is H2O and formula of liquid water is also H2O. It means composition of matter doesn't change. But during the chemical change, composition of matter is changes. Just like of iron. What is the formula of iron is Fe. But what is the formula of rust? The formula of rust is Fe2O3.xS2O. Means oxide of iron hydrated with water molecules is known as rust. In physical change, not accompanied by large energy changes, means there is not a large energy change just like of heat and light, but during the chemical change large energy change occurs. These reactions may be exothermic, or highly endothermic. Example of physical change is freezing of water, and example of chemical change is burning of wood, curdling of milk. These are chemical changes. Okay. Again, we will discuss about how do physical and chemical changes differ from each other. Think about ice for a moment. After ice melts into liquid water, you can refreeze it into solid ice if the temperature drops. Freezing and melting are physical changes. The substances produced during chemical changes, however, cannot easily change back into the original substances. For example, burning wood into ashes cannot be turned back to wood. Now we are going to discuss about chemical reaction. After the difference between physical and chemical change. A chemical change is a permanent change in which the chemical composition of a substance is changed and a new substance is formed. A chemical reaction is the process of breaking the chemical bonds of the reacting substances, which are known as reactants. What are reactants? Those substances which participate in a chemical reaction are known as reactants, and making new bonds to form new substances. And the new substance which are produced in reaction are known as products. Means when initial substance changes chemically and produce new substance is known as chemical reaction. Is known as chemical reaction. Just like of curdling of milk. Milk convert into curd. Milk changes into curd. Milk is reactant and curd is product. Milk is reactant and curd is product. Now we are going to discuss about chemical reaction. After the difference between physical and chemical change. A chemical change is a permanent change in which the chemical composition of a substance is changed and a new substance is formed. A chemical reaction is the process of breaking the chemical bonds of the reacting substances, which are known as reactants. What are reactants? Those substances which participate in a chemical reaction are known as reactants, and making new bonds to form new substances. And the new substance which are produced in reaction are known as products. Means when initial substance changes chemically and produce new substance is known as chemical reaction. Is known as chemical reaction. Just like of curdling of milk. Milk convert into curd. Milk changes into curd. Milk is reactant and curd is product. Milk is reactant and curd is product. Okay students, I think you enjoyed this video. Bye.